Hey, everybody! You're probably seeing me just about now, and I want to make sure that you can hear and see me, so please let me know in the chat. So, can you hear and see me? No, there's a delay. Yeah, I'm starting to see some yeses. Great. I really love seeing all you guys coming out. Okay, I'm trying gum to see that my throat doesn't get all crackly because sometimes if I talk a lot, my throat gets dry and then it makes me cough, and it's not because I'm sick, I promise you. But anyway, I'm going to honor all of you that came early or, on time, and we're going to get started right away. I don't believe in delaying for the people that didn't show up early, but we're going to start right now. And the way I like to start out is I'm going to go ahead and show you the whole back office, where everything is. And when I'm done, I'll come back to the chat. If there's any questions, I'll be glad to answer those. So that's first off what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And we're going to come on over to our back office. Got back up and ready to go here. Now, when you first come in, I want you to notice something that you come right on in on this video. And this video is worth spending some time watching because it really helps you to kind of get a good vision of where things are and what you should be doing to build this business with GotBackup. I also want you to notice up here also, you can actually change your language to any of the languages that are recognized by Google, which is really cool in the case where you might want to get a link from for somebody that's not speaking English or whatever language you speak. We have it all available in the Google right here, and that's a recognized way that we can translate to any language we want to. Now, you can also, if you have a problem and you find yourself in another language, change it just simply by clicking that same button. So, of course, you've got the welcome over here, and everything is lined up on the left over here as you're looking at your screen, okay? And so if you look at the digital tools, of course, the only thing in here, because you're in the GotBackup back office, is the GotBackup and the lead capture system. We'll go through all of those separately. So first off, I want you to notice that there is three links, and I don't even know it. Oh, the installation videos have been moved or are right here. So if you have any difficulty in getting started and understanding how to get started, please go watch these videos. They really help you out. In fact, let's go ahead and click on that first. And I want you to look at what we've got available to us, okay? Got backup on Mac, got backup, how to connect your Mac to your Got Backup, how to sync your local folders, Got Backup Cloud. That's for if you have an iPhone, okay? Understanding your local folders, storing your data, difference between syncing and storing. Now, I want to explain something also. Okay, here's where the iPhone is right here. There is two ways that you can go about doing a sync. You can either have a sync set up and just let it do its own thing and not do anything and keep it completely untouchable. And a lot of people like to do that. Or what's really cool that I have never seen in any other backup system before is you can actually create your own manual backup inside of the cloud anytime you want, and you can load anything you want. In other words, if you have things that you want to just put in the cloud and not have on your computer or in your phone, all you have to do is get them in the backup on the cloud and you will be able to do that. Let me show you what I mean because I've got my folder up as well. And I'm going to go to my GotBackup in my cloud, okay? And the way you get to it is you get to your GotBackup and then you use the tool. And that's how you open it up. As soon as that comes up, I'll show you what I'm talking about. And of course, remember if you ask a question and I don't see it, just realize that I may not see it until after I get done with this part, and you can write it in there again so I'll see it. Now, when you come on your first page, this is the actual cloud, not in the desktop app, okay? And of course, you have download for Mac or download for Windows. And then this is another tab right here that show you how to get to those videos for whatever kind of program you have, okay? But if you actually want to get into the cloud, you can auto log in. And I'm actually going to my own because it's important for you to see a real live in action folder, okay? Yes, it says now lifestyle because I have other products, okay? So don't let that get you confused. Just remember the GotBackup program itself looks exactly the same for everybody. Whatever the back office looks like doesn't matter. All right? So just don't let that get you confused. Now, when you first come into your cloud, it looks like this, and your files live right here. Whether you have them in a sync or whether you are actually doing an actual work right now. And as you can see, I've got quite a bit of stuff in here. And a lot of what I've got in here, I'm actually doing it manually. And the reason why, let me show you what I mean. I'm not going to load one in here right now, but I'm going to show you what I mean by that. I have everything loaded in my picture folder by year, and I'm not wanting the sync to do it because when they do it, it misses some of it. I don't know why. And that's because I have so much stuff, and a lot of it is set up in folders inside of folders inside of folders, the same way we do on our hard drive. And I can show you one that is kind of like that. Let me find one that I've done that with. I just want to show you how you can go about doing this if you want to. You don't have to do this. You can have it all lined up in one folder all by itself without any special thing. But I like to have it organized. And what's cool about doing it that way is that I know exactly where something is if I want to get to it. Oh, here's one I did that with. Okay, so you see I've got this. This is an old website I built for my mother. She's no longer living, but I didn't want to lose the work because it was kind of important to me. So I have a folder inside of a folder inside of a folder in a lot of cases. And the backup doesn't like that very much. It kind of likes just one folder and makes it real comfortable that way. So you can do it any way that you want. You don't have to be just the way the sync does it. Or if you don't care and you want it to just go into one great big folder, you can do that too. Here's my iPhone. It is actually synced to pick up all of my stuff without my ever messing with it. And it is one great big folder full of stuff, okay? So either way works. It's really a matter of what you want to do. Makes sense, I hope. All right, let's get back to the business of getting set up. So now you have your GotBackup and you're going to use the tool. And like I said, it doesn't matter what your back office looks like. It might have a different logo up here. That doesn't matter. What matters is you get to the actual GotBackup tool. If you actually want to get in the cloud like I just did, you just auto log in. Or if you want to just set it up as a sync only, you can do that also. Or you can do a combination of both. Doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. And of course, you want to download for either of, whichever one you are. If you're a Mac program, then you need to be downloading the Mac. If you're a Windows program, you want to download the Windows. Make sure you watch the installation videos. I can't say it more than once, because if you think you want to just go and throw it on there and don't figure out how to do it right, then that's when you run into trouble. So make sure that you understand how to install. And it's very important also that you turn off things like your virus protection and things like that that might interfere with your installation. Okay? There was a problem with Windows 11, but I think they got that fixed. And I know for a fact it's working like gangbusters on my iPhone. Now, I'm one of those strange people that I have a Windows program running on my laptop or my hard drive, but I have an iPhone. And some of you are kind of like that. You cross over. I don't have an Android, I have an iPhone, but I have a Windows machine. So I'm running both of those. So looks like you guys are still just greeting each other. So we'll move on to the next thing here. Installation is in this download guide and in the videos. I really recommend that you go ahead and watch that instead of me taking you through the process, because believe me, I think that this installation videos and guide work much better and faster to do it that way. That's good to know, Ed. I'm glad to hear that. Ed had a little trouble with his Windows 11, but now it's working. And if you do have a problem, I want to tell you something. We've got the best support in the world. I really believe that, and I know that to be the fact. And they will sit with you and they will get it fixed and they will make sure you're running. That's important to everybody. I believe there's a login button, Bernice, in your iPhone product in the app. I haven't tried to log out, but if you do that, then you would want to make sure to log back in when you come back in, because it's going to stay logged out until you restart, I believe. That's how you would do it, but I'm not sure why you want to log out, because you want it running in the background in order for it to actually sync your files, okay? Now, if you have a lot of stuff on your phone, it's going to take a full day or so the first time around for it to get all the stuff on your on your phone into the cloud. So it's a good idea to actually be where you've got dependable Wi-Fi. Like at home, my phone is not running on the data. My phone is running on my home internet. And that's what I suggest you're doing. And also plug in so that you're not going to have the battery power go down, because it could take 24 to 48 hours the first time for your backup to completely finish. Okay. Once it's finished, then it'll be super easy and it'll just update with the new stuff every time. Okay. Now let's go back to this folder over here that says GotBackup. Now, the other part is, where are your tools? They're right here where it says reseller tools under your GotBackup. I don't think they could make it any easier than they did, but make sure you know that you want to use this link most of the time right here, and this is the sales page that goes with it. In order to actually get to your link, you need to click on whatever you're going to use, because it doesn't show you the actual link until you click on that picture, and then here is your link right here. All right? And then I want to show you something else I bet you don't know. A lot of people don't know that you have, and that is you can create a tracking link. Now let's say I'm going to run this with a solo ad for next week, and I want to make sure that I have this tracked so I know exactly where those leads are coming from. So if I wanted to do that, I will answer questions, Bernice, as soon as I finish this part, and I will try my best to come back and check to make sure I've got them all answered. So go ahead and ask your question. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But if I were running a solo ad and I wanted to make sure that I knew what solo ad this was for this particular link, you would want to go ahead and put something in this tracking, okay? So what I would do is I would actually put the date. Say it's going to start on the 31st. I would go ahead and do that. And then when you're done doing that, all we have to do is get down here to where it says create and open, and then it would actually show, as you can see right here, here's my link that I can use to do my tracking, okay? And you can do the same thing yourself. Now, this is a demo account. It's not my real account, but that is what you do if you want to track. And what's cool is it actually will show you exactly who's opened and all that. Bernice? It's not Bernice? Okay. Bernice? Is that what you said? Be nice? Okay, whatever. It looks like Bernice. You're right, there's no R. All right, no problem. We'll get to that, I promise. But I wanted to make sure you understand how you track, what links to use. Everything's right there. And if you want to get back to the links, you just come on back to the reseller, or you can just hit promo links and that brings you back to the promo page. And before I leave that page, I want to make sure you know also that you have this right here. Now, I've been talking about it in a group I'm part of that a lot of you are also part of. But it's important to understand that you have an actual cookied link here that lets you get people to this webinar so that we can help your new people get started and you get the credit if they decide to buy or if they upgrade in some way. So I'm going to show you how you do that. You simply right click and copy the link address. See right here? Or click on this, and there is your replay link or your link that takes you where you want to go. And also, I want to make sure you know I want to make sure I give you this and don't forget, because sometimes I forget. But let me give it to you in the right place. We have a link after they start. Oh, what happened there? That's not what we want. All right. Yikes. Okay, I don't want it doing that. All right, I'm going to have to type it because it's doing a bunch of junk, Facebook junk in here. Anyway, Joel wanted to make sure I didn't forget to give you this link. This is what everybody needs to go to if you're not presently in with the team here and part of the team. Now, if you were invited by somebody, they will automatically be cookied in with this link, okay? So I will make sure you get that a couple of times. But make sure and copy this link so that you have it. And that is for everybody that needs to be part of this program, okay? So we'll go back over to our GotBackup, and I showed you that, gave you the link to get there. Oh, and also wanted to make sure that you had the Facebook group page. Here is the Facebook group you guys should all be part of right here. And also I wanted you to notice I copied the oh yeah, I have a link right here. I want to make sure and give you also. Joel did how to move your people from your tank to live in your group, and it was a very good video, very concise and easy to understand. I want anyone that does not understand how to work with their downline to watch that video because it's really good, and he did a good job of explaining, much better really than I did. So go ahead and watch that if you don't understand how to move people out of your tank onto your team. Yes, definitely want to stay connected in the group, and that's the group you want to be in. Okay, and I need to get back here. All right, and then of course we've got banners, advertising copy, pre-enrollee ad copy. And what's cool about this is you can actually use this to send a personal message to somebody that is pre-enrolled. That means they've decided to get a free account, but they haven't yet pulled the trigger on becoming somebody that is paid, okay? And so you could actually use this. It's pretty cool. Now, of course, it has information in here you need to fill in, your own email, your own phone, your own Skype, or whatever you want them to have in the way of contact information. And this can be changed actually to their name. This would be what you would use as, do not use this as a follow-up in your automated follow-ups, please. This is intended for you to send a personal message to one of your people that have decided to become a pre-enrollee from a direct referral link from you, okay? So this is in your pre-enrollee ad copy. And of course, this is going to show them how they can find out more about what's going on. Now, everybody wants to know, where is my view my power line? Well, that happens only when they are still a free member. But let me show you where that moves when you are then a paid member. You might notice that there's a tab under my business called My Downline. And in My Downline, you can find out who's your pre-enrollees, and you can send them an email. And I'll show you where you find them in a minute. But here's where you actually can bring people in, and your power line members that are paid but haven't moved into the tank are going to show up right here. Now, this is actually not a real account, okay? This is a fake account, so this is all demo stuff. But if it gets all excited and shuts me down, you'll know that it's just a second. I've got somebody that's trying to find out where we are. All right, so your everything's here. If you want to find out what's going on with your direct affiliates, those are in here. And of course, these are fake, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the free, and this is where all your pre-enrollees would be, is right here, okay? And I hope it doesn't shut me down because it thinks those are real emails. We've made fake emails in there, and we want to make sure that, but if they still do that, you will know that I was not showing anybody's personal information. This is also where you find out all of what's going on with your commissions. Your commissions are going to show up right here. Of course, we don't have any commissions because we don't have any real money happening in this account. But this is where you would see that. Now, understand, because we have that 30-day guarantee, is that you would make sure and understand that you don't get paid instantly, because we want to make sure everybody is comfortable and knows that they have a real, honest to God, money back guarantee. And in that case, we have to wait for a month before we get paid. Make sure you're set up correctly. All of that information's right here, okay? And then I don't think there's anything else I need to share with you there. Your compensation plan is right here if you need to look at that. There's 2 videos in there. Let's go there right now. So here we have the PDF, and we have the video, and we have another video right here, and both of these are different ones that explain our PDF, everything, and everything is also on a PDF. So either way, and those PDFs are really nice if you want to share them with somebody that wants to understand this. But I do recommend you actually go and watch that video that Joel shared today in GotBackup, because that is really cool. It's fun. And so, what else do I need to show you? Oh, one more thing. We have a way to talk to our own leads, even though you might have where you've got it set up where everybody is getting an email from the company. Don't forget that the way they actually are going to really understand that you're real and you want to take care of them is to send them real messages from you. And the way I like to do that is through the send broadcast, okay? So the way you do that is you click this right here. Now, yes, there are things that you can just send them straight out, but I am recommending that you don't do that because this is the only thing they need. If you already have been having the company send them emails, they don't need you to sell them, okay? They don't need you to sell them. The company's doing that. What they need is for you to show them that you're a real person that cares about them. And I want to show you something that's really cool. We have templates in here that make it super easy to do whatever you want to do. You can use the one that is actually sent out by the company. That's this one. Or you can use any of these others. I don't like this one. I think that's too cheesy. But look what happens. It loads this up. Pretty easy. You can put your own logo or photo in here. Make sure you put your own personal photo here. And of course, you need to write your own message here. Now remember, this is not a sales message. This is you saying, "Hi, I'm Linda. I'm a real person. I care about you. I want to let you know that I'm here to help you any way that I can. All you have to do is contact me at blah, blah, blah." Or send me, you know what I say most of the time? Most of the time I say, just hit reply. Pretty simple and easy. People can do that. Now, how many of you think you could do that? Just say, "Hello, I'm so and so. I'm your sponsor. I'd like to talk to you and help you out. I know where things are. If you're getting confused, please let me know. I'd be glad to help." Do you think you could do that? I want to see if you would say yes or no on that. Do you think you could handle doing that? Good. Frederick says he can do that. Let the company do the hard sells, and you guys just be friendly. I'm a real person that cares. Yes, Richard, exactly. Exactly. We don't have to make this hard, friends. I think sometimes we get so caught up thinking we have to do a whole bunch of things that we don't have to do. All we have to do is know Our back office, do you know who can point? Who can point in the right direction? Do you think you can point them to where they need to be if they need a particular help? Can you tell them how to find their link to get started? Yes, you can. Right? There you go, Karina. Send a broadcast and just tell them I'm friendly, I want to help you, and here's how you get in touch with me. Pretty simple stuff. Now you've got these buttons down here. This is the only thing that might be slightly technical. And frankly, you only need the one, Facebook. And the way you get this one set up is you click this, okay? And then you jump over to your own personal Facebook, which I'm doing off screen where you can't see it. And you grab your personal profile link, okay? Which I just did. Now I'm going to come back up here and you see this chain right here? All you have to do is click that and there's my personal profile link to Facebook. And I'm actually going to write in here as my title, Linda's Facebook. It doesn't matter about target because it'll automatically go off the email into Facebook and then just click OK. All right. And when you do that, that makes this a clickable picture that takes them to your personal Facebook. Pretty cool, huh? And I think you can do that if you want to do that. And that's really, I don't even worry about having this one or this one. I have a YouTube. I usually leave the YouTube and Facebook in there, but mostly they need to have your Facebook. That shows them that you're very, very friendly and you're ready for them to contact you. And I'm not giving them a Facebook page. I'm giving them my personal Facebook because I want them to not only know where I am, but I want them to become friends with me. If they're already in my team, I want them to be in my friends. And I want them to know that they get personal access to me in my messaging. Now, I don't let a whole bunch of people that I don't know do that, but I do that with my team. Okay? Very, very important. This is a simple thing, friends. You can do this. Now, I think I've told you everything I can here. I'm going to jump over and find out how we're doing on questions. So if you have asked a question, here's the time, okay? Okay, here's a good one. Kay Stewart. I did not sign up for the automatic backup when I first started, but would like to add that now. I was unable to find a place in the back office. It's not in the back office, but I'll tell you what you can do. You can contact support and ask them to set you up with that and give them permission to go ahead and charge you for it, and they will, okay? That's all you got to do to get that going. All right. And Bruce told you the same thing, so there you go. Okay. Alan wants to know, how can I tell a pre-enrollee from someone who is paid? A pre-enrollee is somebody that is free. They have not paid yet. So that's how you know, okay? In fact, I'm going to take out the back of the share screen. Okay. Okay, Bernice, if your ads are starting to show up in Spanish, that means that you have clicked the Google on the top for Spanish, and all you have to do is change it back to whatever language. If you're an English speaking, then make sure it's in English, okay? And I think it's United States English or pretty much is what we want to look for in there, depending on what language you speak, of course. If you're a different language, then of course you'd want to change it to whatever you speak, okay? There you go. All right. I'm catching up here. If you have written any questions in here, let me know. Okay. I'm not going to answer on the Payoneer stuff. That's what we have, and it works great for us. There are some people that don't have it because they have a different thing, okay? What is that, Bruce? Pride, personal, flower, non binary. That looks pretty strange. Exactly. You know what? Even though this isn't a question, I want to point this out. People don't care how much you know until they know you care, and that's really been. If you think about it, psychology. Do you care if I know all of the back office if I'm not willing to talk to you? No, because then you think that all I care about is to get your money. But I care about my team, so I'm going to spend a lot of time with my team, and it doesn't matter to me what they spent. But I want to make sure that they're taken care of and they're happy and they're working in there, okay? So, all right. Got something in Spanish. Oh, this is funny, Bruce. I have no idea. Richard must use something special. Are you talking about why he's a diamond? Well, he's been there quite a while. That's why. And he has a massive team and he has a massive list. And that's probably what really helps him out. But you'll have to ask Richard. Art, I have no idea how to use this product. How can I sell it if I can't figure out how to use it myself? Art, start from the very, very beginning. Please go to the page I showed you in the beginning on how to get set up and watch the videos. Please watch the videos. That's the easiest possible way that you can get started. You have to understand the product, you're right. But if you don't set up yourself properly, how can you help anybody else? Okay. How do you find? Okay. Okay, this is a good question. Do we get to choose what you sync? Yes, absolutely. You don't have to sync everything. You don't and I suggest actually that you're selective on that because you don't need things like your user information in there. You don't need your all the the stuff that's you usually see on your desktop. You don't need that because that can't be you have to start over again if you ever had to reinstall anyway. So you choose what exactly you want to sync. Yes, indeed. Again, please watch those videos. Okay, I like that, Ed. I use send broadcast for everyone in the pre-enrolled list, but I can send to one person at a time to welcome somebody in pre-enroll ad copy. Yes, Ed, if you use a personal email instead of the email system we have in the back office, you can send individual emails to anybody. All you have to do is grab their email and go ahead and send it to them. In fact, it's clickable in your back office. And if you're set up to do that, which I am, it should bring up your email system that you have set up in your computer to run your emails. And that's how I do it. Now, I can't do that on the screen because for sure it would mess me up. So I better not do that. But yes, you can. And I'd like to send a personal email actually. I had a pre-enrollee last night and I actually sent a personal email, not the one you see there, but you can send any kind of message you want. You just need to show them that you're interested in them and you want them to know that you're real and you want to help them out. And I think every one of you can do that. All right? So very, very good. Okay, this is awesome. Richard says, I had to watch the video 3 times. And it has nothing to do with being sharp or not being sharp. Sometimes it does take more than one time to understand something. But let me tell you something. I spent a lot of time in the back office before I tried to share it with anyone, and I feel comfortable with it because I spent the time understanding what it is all about. Now, I had more products than just GotBackup, and I do actually understand all of them. You only have GotBackup that you have to understand and start to work with. So absolutely watch those videos, understand the product, understand where things are. It's worth the time you spend, okay? Okay, Art, I will take you back through and show you where those videos are. Let's go back in there. And your videos are actually in the GotBackup right here. See where I got to GotBackup? Instead of use the tool, you come down here to installing videos, okay? And then here's all those videos. And then I want you to also notice something else. If I go back to use the tool, I want you to also notice there's the watch the installation videos. If you see an orange button anywhere, you can count on it that there is a video attached. I want you to notice right here, we're in the lead capture system. Guess what's right here? Here's a video, okay? You watch the video. If you click this, it opens up to the video right here. Now I want you to notice something. If we come over here to campaigns, guess what? Another video. If we come over here to messages, guess what? Another video. If we come over here to subscribers, another video. Everything in here has a video already set up for you. Dave has built these for us to make them super simple and explains every bit of our back office and makes it very, very easy to understand. There's ones also under all of these as well. Now I can't click the list. Well, there's nothing on there. But again, here's a video. It's real simple. You guys can do this. Okay? And I'm going to remove that again. All righty. And hooray, Anthony. I am really, really happy that you watched the videos. Find time to work on it and make sure you learn something every day. I love that. That is so right. Much of you are brand new, and that's okay. Don't expect to understand everything like this. That's not how business works. You have to be willing to take the time to understand. And if it takes 5, 10, 20, I don't care. Go in there and watch the videos. Understand your product. Okay? That's the best thing I can ever tell you because I can tell you where everything is, and yet you still get lost if you don't take the time to get back there and figure it all out. Okay? Okay, I like that one. I sometimes wish we had Windows 95 too, Bruce, but no, we're kind of past that. Okay. You know what? I'm not real sure where the tracking is for the links. I'm gonna have to find out. I don't know where they are at the moment, but I haven't had to do that. So, all right. Why it takes a lot of time to transfer from iPhone? Any trick to make it faster? It depends on how much stuff you have. If you've got a huge amount of stuff, it just takes time. The reason why is probably more your phone than it is the actual backup. Got backup in the cloud, okay? But I recommend actually that you have your iPhone set up to your home internet when you're doing it and have it plugged in so that the battery doesn't go down, and then leave it running for at least a day so that you can get it done, okay? That's what I recommend. Because mine is completely backed up. It didn't take that long. I think you're talking about the Facebook. Yes, I do it from my personal account. Yes, I have groups. Yes, I have a Facebook page, but you know what? It just feels more comfortable and more personal to use your Facebook, your profile. Because after all, they're your personal team. You want them to be personally connected to you, right? That's important. All right. Susan, it's in your back office. Okay. I don't need to give you the link because it's in your back office. It's right in your back office on that front page where it shows you where the videos are, and you just click on it, okay? It's in your back office. Definitely, Art. I'm glad that helped. All right. Let's see. We're coming along here. Yep, David, that's the truth. Learn the product and be a product of the product. You know, they used to really drill that into me long ago. I was in Herbalife. I'm not now. And that was the first thing they always did is they got us on the product. Well, we don't have a physical product, but it's still a product, okay? It's still important. You still need to learn it. You still need to take the time. Don't be afraid. Take the time. All right. Karina, if I learned something new, if you copy the banner code you need, just edit it to take out all the other mess. Good job, Karina. Good job. All right. We're caught up right now. Is there any other questions? Can you that you think I didn't cover, or is there anything that you would like to know that I didn't cover? Oh, thank you, Ed. Ed just answered your question on, I think it was, who was it that was asking that? I think it was Art that was asking where you get your tracking link. When the tracking link is open on the tracking link page, hit the search at the bottom of the page for the link stats. Okay, so that's how you find out. And it'll show you how many have viewed it, how many have clicked it. All of that's going to show up on that page. I knew there was a place where they did it. I knew I saw it, but I just didn't remember. Okay. No, this isn't even my real house. I don't play the piano either. This is actually a virtual background that StreamYard provides. And my usual background in my house is usually messy. So this is how you can hide what your house looks like and nobody knows. So, no, it's not my real house. It's not my real piano. Although it's a nice looking house. Co-op update. It's supposed to start today. Yeah, I like it too. In fact, Joel pointed out that that was his favorite Yes, I'm a mess like the rest of us. I'm not any different than the rest of you. I just took some time to actually learn the product. And I'm not the top producer either, but I am a major user of all the products. And that's why Joel likes to let me do all of this training because I know my stuff with it. Okay. So I'm going to give you the link again to make sure that you did not miss out on getting it. This is where you go if you're not yet a paid member of GotBackup. Okay. Any other questions? No, I'm not a top producer, Bruce. I'm not the top paid. I'm not the top producer. I am the top user, I think. They like to tease me that I probably use up about half the server space. Not really true, but they like to tease me that I do. I have a lot of videos in there. Yep, you're right, Richard. Give great service, and that is something I've strived to do. This is my give back on Monday nights. Thank you, Lynn Wood, but no, I'm not a classic pianist. I like to listen. I love music to listen to, and actually, I am a singer, but I am not a professional in any way. Just like to sing. I used to be in a Sweet Adeline group. I don't know if you know what that is. Now, Richard is a top producer, definitely. We got a lot of top producers in the group. Really enjoyed your visit tonight. We're almost to an hour's mark. If you guys have any more questions, make sure and let me know, please. Right away. Otherwise, I think we're pretty much done. I enjoy having this interaction, though. I really do like that. I can see all your comments. Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Ed. Sing us a tune? No, I don't think so. That's not what this is about. Thank you, guys. I'm going to end the broadcast now. You guys have a nice evening. I'll talk to you again next Monday.